everybody, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I'm here with a tutorial today, just a quick one on embossing coffee or tea stained paper. If you watched the previous video that I just did on my new illuminated manuscript kit, I'm working with this and it's botanical themed, and so I wanted to do some embellishing on my coffee stained paper, and I did this with an embossing folder. So it's embossed on one side. I'm sure if you've worked with embossing folders you already know this, and it's debossed or indented on the opposite side. It's super quick and easy to do. I already did that one. I have this embossing folder, which is I really love. I use it a lot, but this isn't the right theme for this particular journal that I'm doing. And I did it on, one thing you have to be careful of with the coffee stained paper is not having too many sandwiches on. I'm using a Sizzix. This is the Tim Holtz one. Forget what it's called. But don't use too many sandwiches and cut and press too hard, or it's going to cut through the paper. So that's what it did on this one. I was trying to make an envelope with coffee stained paper and I cut right through it. But that's okay because I'm going to just cut this out and I'll use this as an embellishment on something. But you have to figure out how many sandwiches is right for you. This one is the oh, not Tim Holtz, it's the Vintage, Vintaj, or mine. The Vintage does metal as well as paper, so I can press. Oh, quite a glare. I can press, I can emboss. Spit it out, Cindy. Hold on, I'm trying to move my light. Sorry. Well, we'll just have to deal with that for a second. I can emboss on metal too with this Vintage, which is why I got it, because it's a little more functional than the other one, than the Big Kick, I think it is. But on this particular one, I'm using my solo plate and then my cutting plate. I don't know the names of all this stuff, guys. I'm sorry. And I'm not very technical sometimes. It's my thingamajig. No, but it's the, the cutting plate, I think it would be called. One of the sandwich plates. And I'm going to use this embossing folder. I found a bunch of these at the dollar store. This is one of them. Isn't it nice? Love it. So I'm going to grab a piece of my coffee stained paper, which is already super cool looking because of the way I coffee stain it. You can look in my videos and find how I do this. But where do I want this? I think I'm going to put it on the front. So just put it where you want it. And then put your other sandwich on top. And again, if it's going through too hard, then it's probably going to pierce through your paper. So it takes a little bit of experimenting to find out how many sandwiches you want to use. I ended up, believe it or not, I had to take this off. Just this thin little thing makes a difference. This is the Solo Shim. So there's all these different layers. And there. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. So then what you can do is you can color it however you would like. I think I'm just going to take my vintage photo and skim it across the top to try to bring out the image a little more. I have enough colorful things in the kit, just in the printables. In this journal, just in the printables kit that I did. A lot of really pretty vibrant colors that I probably won't paint this green or anything, but you could. So there's my embossed side right there, and look at how vintagey that looks. Beautiful. And here's my debossed side. Now the debossed side, I could go through and I could take some of my pastel oils and do some green, just a little bit in through here, some watercolor. You wouldn't want to use markers because that's probably going to go through. And it did cut through just a little bit, but I'm okay with that. It didn't go through all the way. So there's just a quick tip for how to decorate the sides of your book pages for a junk journal. I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Bye.